Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick here, and today bringing you guys the next episode of my Let's Play Clash of Clans series. Alright, so taking a look at my laboratory, first of all, I'm sitting at 960 trophies. We're definitely going to have to change that. But looking at what I want to upgrade, like I talked about in the last episode, I wanted to do the giants first, and then now I want to go ahead and do the wall breakers. So let's upgrade those, and taking a look at how much resources we have left. We have 678,000 gold, 309,000 elixir, and seeing as we have all 5 builders, we're going to need to save up a lot of resources today. And first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade one of the cannons around my base. Like I said, cannons are pretty much the cheapest defensive upgrade per level, so I'm just trying to knock those out while I can with some of my extra gold. But let's go ahead and do some raids. Maybe we can save up for some other things, and let's go ahead and start off with this one here. Alright, so you can see from my army composition, I'm actually bringing in the giant healer strategy. I think it might be a little bit early to bring it in because most of the bases that I've been attacking only have like one air defense, and like for this guy right here, the air defense is on the outside, so it's not going to be like crazy high level giant healer raids, but I thought I'd start it off anyways, and let's go ahead and attack right now. If you guys haven't seen my ultimate giant healer guide that I think I did about 6 to 8 months back, sometime in 2014, it's still super relevant today, and nothing has really changed in the strategy. And if you guys ever want to use the strategy, it's really effective, so I'm gonna throw a link to that on the screen right now, as well as in the description below, so make sure you guys check that out, and let's go ahead and get back to the raid. So I took care of the air defense first, seeing as it was on the outside, wasn't too difficult to deal with, and as my giants make their way to the center, nothing can really stop my healer in the back. And even if I didn't have my healer up right now, I have so many giants with I think like 12 to 15 of them that the defenses definitely aren't going to be able to take it out. So giant healer is really good. It's definitely going to be able to reach different parts of the base that you might not have been able to get by using a regular army composition, whether it's using Barch or my ultimate lazy farming strategy. But keep in mind, it is significantly more expensive by having to drop all that elixir onto the giants. We've stolen all the gold, only a little bit of elixir left sitting inside the mines and pumps. Again, this base, I could have just attacked with like Barbarian and archers and taken care of the mines and pumps on the outside. But anyways, giant healer worked out perfectly, and let's check out what we got at the end of the raid. So in total, 257,000 gold, 257,000 elixir, 32 trophies, which is going to help get us a little bit closer to 1,000. And let's go ahead and attack this next base right here. So I searched for a little while, and I was actually getting disappointed that I wasn't finding many bases. And seeing as this guy did have 300,000 elixir, I thought it would be a fun one to attack, as well as he only had 107,000 gold. And I've talked about previously how I'm mainly focusing on gold because I'm going to max out my elixir upgrades really quickly. But I decided I would attack this base because I was getting sort of bored of looking for bases, and I'm definitely not finding those crazy 900,000 resource bases that I did like 3 episodes ago. Alright, so giants are going down on the bottom left. There was the air defense down here, so I took care of that first. This guy is a Town Hall 7, and you think he would be a little bit more upgraded. He still has some level 2 and level 3 walls, but I'm just going to keep making my way through, and it looks like there's only a couple of splash damage buildings left, as well as the archer towers on the top right. Alright, so archers are going down, and again, I didn't really talk about what else I bring besides giant healer in this strategy. I talk more about it in the ultimate guide, but usually I like to bring somewhere between like 12 to 18 giants, depending on what town hall level you are, and then I'll bring some archers to give those backup, and then in the end, I also do bring some goblins in case your raid fails, and it helps you take care of those mines and pumps before all of your giants get shot down. So that's usually what I've been using for stuff like this at Town Hall 6, 7, and 8. It's really not that difficult, and I could sort of just bring whatever I wanted with it. But overall, you just want to bring some ranged troops with you, like the archer or the wizards if you really wanted to, even though they're more expensive, and they'll shoot over the top of the giants while the healer kills the giants from the back. Alright, so 83%, going to go ahead and fast forward to the end since I took care of all the defenses. Pretty solid raid, and like I said, most of it was focused on elixir. So in total, again, around 300,000 elixir for the raid, 107,000 gold, 22 trophies, which we definitely need, and then a very small bonus of 2,000 of each resource, which I don't even think covers a single giant, but let's go ahead and move to this next raid right here. Alright, so this one's going to be a little bit more difficult, and by a little bit more difficult, it went from like 1 out of 10 difficulty to maybe like a 3 or a 2 out of 10 difficulty. So there's an air defense right here on the top left, as well as one pretty close by on the top right. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 lightning spells on that air defense, and I thought it would take it out, but unfortunately it didn't. So I'm going to have to drop my 3rd one there anyways, and then I'm just going to attack from the top right and watch my giants make their way throughout the base. So that's what I do with the main strategy. Say if you're a Town Hall 9 and someone has like 4 air defense, I like to take care of the air defense that you think is going to be the hardest to get to, and in this case, both of them were equally difficult to get to. They're only behind like 1 layer of wall, and then from there I attack from a side that's pretty weak, and then hopefully by the time your healer gets shot down, which might be like 50 to 75% through a raid, you've already destroyed enough of the defenses to where you don't need a healer to wrap it up and get to 100%. All right, so giants are going in. I did forget 3 giants. I'm going to drop those right now. I dropped all of my archers as well. And let's see as they make their way through. I don't have any more wall breakers. Usually I like to bring somewhere around 8 wall breakers with me. And I'm just going to drop some goblins on the pumps on the outside, as well as drop my archers on the town hall, just in case anything goes crazy towards the end of this raid. So looking at the defenses he has left, he has 2 cannons on the left-hand side, 2 wizard towers, 2 archer towers, and a mortar. And slowly but surely, my guys are just going to pound their way through, and they'll be able to get 3 stars, I think, on this base. Giant healer sometimes takes longer than normal army compositions because your giants have to take so much time to beat through all the walls. You could bring something like a jump spell if you really wanted to. Personally, for me, I just like to bring lightning spells, especially once you're like Town Hall 9 and you can hold 4 lightning spells. You can use those lightning spells if they're well upgraded to take care of almost 2 air defense before you even attack. So if you can do that, it's pretty much 100% guaranteed that you're going to be able to tear through the base, unless you have something like a Seeking Air Mine that runs into your healer. But some people actually like to bring 2 healers for this strategy. It all just really depends on what you do, and at this rate ended up actually being pretty easy. Alright, so we're at 89%. I'm just going to drop some goblins to help speed it up a bit and get to the gold storage and the elixir storage right there. Looks like we have somewhere around 6 to 7 giants left, so it didn't get too close in the end. And yeah, another pretty solid raid, and let's go ahead and check out what we got at the end. I forget exactly how many resources this guy had. I think he had somewhere over 400,000, but that should give us enough resources to do a couple of upgrades around our base with the 4 builders we have left. And yeah, 214,000 gold, 237,000 elixir. A little bit bigger of a bonus with 3,000 of each because we moved up to silver 2 with 14 trophies. And let's go ahead and head back and do some upgrades around my village. All right, so we've done some pretty good upgrades so far. We did a lot of the mortars like I talked about previously. Still need to do my wizard towers and some of the other essential defenses inside of my base, as well as I really need to get the Barbarian King, which I haven't been focusing on a lot because I've just been looking for gold and elixir on the outside of people's bases. But if I do tend to do some more giant healer raids, I'll be able to get to the center and destroy some of the dark elixir storages. But let's go ahead and do some upgrades like I said. All right, so first of all, we're going to upgrade this cannon right here, as well as I did upgrade that air defense that you can see on the top to level 4 to match it up with all the other air defense that I have. I'm also going to spend some elixir upgrading my barracks because I'm really running out of elixir upgrades to do around my base, or at least like important ones. And then with the final builder hut, I'm just going to go ahead and spend that on one of my elixir pumps, seeing as I don't have enough to do any sort of significant upgrade. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like and a comment in the comment section below. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.